What up? Ladies and gents, boys and girls, you are now tuned in to a brand new video of Sportsway with Dre Day podcast. I am your host with the most, the Hood's ESPN, Crystal Street's very own, Dre Day. What's up? Once again, thank y'all for y'all continued support of the podcast. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. Again, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button, subscribe to it. Sportsway with Dre Day podcast is growing. It's very much growing. I remember I was scratching and clawing trying to get this to 500. I'm over 700 now, probably close to 720 or 730, but again, thank you to all the new subscribers. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. Also, hit that notification bell so that way once a video is released, you will get a notification letting you know that your boy has dropped some new content for the channel, for the podcast. Like this video, share this video. Listen, there's a reason why I do a lot of WNBA content. I dive on other stuff too if you watch the channel. But there's a reason why I dive so much into the WNBA. They need the awareness. They need the notoriety. And I'm going to be one of the forces to make that happen. So, this video here, the All Star reserves have been announced for the All Star game, the 2025 WNBA All Star game. That will be going down not next weekend, the following weekend. It's my weekend off, so that's why I know it so well. July 19th, the WNBA All Star reserves have been announced. I'm going to say this. I want to say it's about 9 names on here that was secure locks for me, right? And then there's 3 that are questionable. But it's a good questionable because obviously with any All-Star game, whether it's NFL, whether it's NBA, whether it's Major League Baseball, there's going to be some snubs. So for this All-Star, for this format, for this All-Star year, you can make a case that there's about a good 3 to 4 names that should have made the All-Star team, and I'm gonna dive into all 4 of them and who I think should have been left off, and I'll give my reasons or whatever the case may be. But listen, again, there was 9 slots that I felt was secure, right? Kelseyplum, I felt that her spot was solidified, right? I knew she was going to be an All-Star. Jackieyoung, I knew she was going to be an All-Star. Alyssathomas, I knew she was going to be an All-Star, right? Rhynehoward, I knew she was going to be an All-Star. I mean, to a degree, I kind of thought that maybe she might be an injured All-Star, but after doing my research, you know, the injury that she sustained a few games ago, I think it was against the Liberty. She had a last weekend to be exact. I was watching the game while I was at work, and she got injured, and she had a sling on her, shoulder, arm at the end of the game. But after doing my research, it was considered day-to-day, so it wasn't nothing long-term. So obviously, her spot is solidified. Angelreese, for me, her spot was reserved, even though it was a lot of people that was dogging her for not being one of the popular votes as far as an All-Star, being in the starting lineup, but I knew she would wind up being a reserve. I thought it would be a crime if Angelreese didn't make the All-Star game, but she made the All-Star game. She's going to be a reserve, and if we know anything about Angelreese, she's going to use this to fuel her, because listen, she came off the bench last year as a reserve. She wasn't a starter. She came off the bench and got a double-double in that All-Star game. So I don't see why she can't do that in this upcoming game. Gabby Williams. Gabby Williams has made her first All-Star game, and it is very well deserving. The season that she's having with the Seattle Storm, I just knew that they was going to be one of those teams to have 3 All-Stars. I just knew it. I felt it in my bones, and I was 100% correct. Nneka Onwuemeka is starting. Skylardiggins and Gabby Williams, both of them will be making the All-Star reserves, because I knew Skylar I knew was going to make it. I kind of felt Gabby will probably get snubbed, but I'm glad she didn't. I'm glad she didn't, because she's definitely playing a key role in the Seattle Storm doing what they're doing this year. So congrats to Gabby Williams as well, making her first All-Star game. Kaylathornton. Listen, I said this in one of my recent videos. With the year that the Golden State Valkyries are having, and with her being the anchor on that team, you have to reward them. You have to reward them with having an All-Star, because, again, I said this in the recent video. When you think of expansion teams, you don't think of them making noise in their first year. The Valkyries right now is 9-8. They'll make the playoffs right now. And with the season that she's having, it's All-Star worthy. So I'm glad they gave her the spot. I'm glad that she's making the All-Star team. I don't care about it being reserves. I'm just glad that she made the team, because it is very well deserving. So those were all the names that I felt were solidified. Those were my secure spots. Now let's get to the snubs. Dearica Hamby of the Los Angeles Sparks is having a great season. Great season. She is averaging 17, 8, and 4. 17, 8, and 4. And she didn't make the All-Star team. I have a conclusion to that, but I want to read all the other names first. Her teammate, Azura Stevens of the Los Angeles Sparks, 15-9, right? Very good season. Very, very productive season, right? Brittany Sykes of the Washington Mystics, 18 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. That is All-Star worthy. You understand what I'm saying? That's All-Star worthy. She got snubbed. And then you can make a case that Breonna Jones of the Atlanta Dream got snubbed, right? 14, 8, and 2. Basically shooting 50+% from the field, killing it on the offensive boards. She got snubbed. So you got 4 names in that pot that I just mentioned who I felt was snubbed. So now you got to ask yourself, why did they get snubbed? Well, let's get to the ones that I think are questionable. I said this in a recent video. I was very much happy with the year that the 2 rookies from the Washington Mystics were having. Shout out to Soniacintron and kikiiriafen. They're having good seasons with the Washington Mystics. Don't get me wrong. And with the Washington Mystics, they're being 8-10. I think that's why they got selected to this All-Star team. Because with them being rookies and them being the pillars of that team, and them in 18 games, 2 games below 500, I think that they said, you know what, we're going to reward them and let's get them 2 All-Stars in this All-Star game. So I have no problem with it from that degree. But if we just looking at the numbers, I mean, listen, they got a teammate in Brittany Sykes who I think should be an All-Star. So do I think so? Again, listen, I'm just going off of the position. Soniacintron is a guard. Brittany Sykes is a guard. I would swipe Brittany Sykes for Soniacintron if it was me. But again, you can't go wrong either way. The Washington Mystics do deserve some representation in this All-Star game because you have the record that you have. You should be rewarded with at least 1 or 2 All-Stars. And they did that, right? So, those were my 2 questionable choices. But I'm glad they made it nonetheless. Courtneywilliams of the Minnesota Lynx. I love me some Courtneywilliams. I love the way her dad supports her at these games. She is a dog for the Minnesota Lynx. And I mean that in the most positive way possible. I don't know if she's an All-Star. I don't know. Because in this situation, you can make a case that Washington does deserve, because again, I'm only going off of the position. Courtneywilliams is a guard. So if I don't think that she should be an All-Star, that means I would take her off for another guard. Why not put Brittany Sykes? But then you would have 3 Washington Mystics as All-Stars. I don't think they wanted 3. They only wanted 2. And I'm okay with that. But I do believe that Brittany Sykes should have been an All-Star. I definitely believe that. So now let's get to De'Erica Hamby and Azra Stevens. Kelseyplum, again, I already said her spot was solid. Her spot was secure. She was going to make the All-Star game. Do you want to reward the Los Angeles Sparks with 2 or 3 All-Stars when their record is abysmal? Do you? Probably not. So, I'm going to give you 1 All-Star because, listen, every team got an All-Star. Every team has an All-Star except the Connecticut Sun. They're the only team that does not have an All-Star. And if Marina Mabrey, get well soon, had she not been injured, she might have made the All-Star team. But being that, she's on the shelf right now for a couple of more weeks, that's why they didn't have a reserve. Because if not for that, she probably would have made it. So, again, do you want to reward the Los Angeles Sparks with 2 or 3 All-Stars when their record is bad? Probably not. So, all right, to make everybody feel better, we'll give them 1 All-Star. And we're going to give them the one that everybody knows very well. Out of those 3, we're going to go with the most popular one, and we're going to go with Kelseyplum, which I have no problem with. But for me, this All-Star game is too guard heavy. Too guard heavy. Just think about it. Sabrina Ionescu, Caitlin Clark, Paige Beckers, Jackie Young, Kelseyplum, Skylardiggins. That's 6 guards right there. That's 6 guards. So, yeah. I mean, again, Alyssathomas, I knew she was gonna make it. With the year that the Phoenix Mercury are having, it's only right that they have 2 All-Stars. I mean, shit, like, if you ask some people out there, people feel like Alyssathomas should be in the MVP conversation. So off that alone, I knew she was gonna make it. I knew she was gonna be on the All-Star team. A lot of people was riffing that she wasn't a starter. I'm like, yo, pump your brakes. Trust me, she's gonna make the team. She's gonna make the team. It may not be a starter, but she's going to make the team. And there you have it. But again, like I said, Breonna Jones, she is also a formidable person who could have been on the All-Star team. But with that being said, who do you take off to make space for her? And honestly, just looking at the list, because again, I'm only going off of the position. She is a forward. Which forward am I going to take off to make space for her? And I'm only thinking about the reserves. I'm not thinking about the starters because she's not a starter. I'm only thinking of the reserves. What forward am I taking off to put her on? Alyssathomas? Probably not. Gabbywilliams? Probably not. So who knows? Maybe with this snub, this will just fuel her fire even more to get ready for the second half of the WNBA season. Because again, the Atlanta Dream is doing good right now. They're doing very well right now. I don't think anybody expected the Dream to start the season that they're having. So I'm sure she'll use this All-Star snub as motivation to get ready for the upcoming season. And I can't knock her for that. I honestly can't. But listen, I'm very much happy with everybody that got selected. I'm very much happy. Now, of course, like I said earlier, there's going to be all-star players that are going to be reserved. There are players that are going to be reserved. I mean, that are going to be snubbed. That just comes with the game. That just comes with the territory, right? But again, I am very much happy for everybody that was selected. I'm happy for each and every one of them. I cannot wait for this all-star game. Listen, I'm just eager to see who's going to get picked. That's my whole thing. Now, again, in my last video, I just did probably the first 2 picks. I think when we get to the reserves, that's when it's going to get interesting. Because I think the starters get picked first and then the reserves. So I'm very much interested to see how this is going to play out. Now, obviously, we all know the $1 million question. Is Caitlin Clark going to take Angel Reese? Will Angel Reese be on Team Caitlin? Now, we saw how they played last year in the All-Star game. When it was the WNBA All Stars against Team USA. We saw how they played together. They played well. I would love for them to play with each other again on the All-Star team. Because we definitely going to get it in the Olympics in 2028. But I want to see them play with each other again on the All-Star, in the All-Star game. And I think that's going to happen. Call me crazy. Well, it's not really a crazy statement to make, but I do believe Caitlin Clark is going to take Angel Reese. I do believe that she will. But I'm trying to figure out when is they going to televise the selection? Like, when are they going to do it? Is it going to be on ESPN? Is it going to be on NBA TV? I need to know. I need to know when Caitlin Clark is going to be on one screen, Nafisa Kalia is going to be on another screen, and they go back and forth with their selections. Like, I'm eager to find out. I'm very much excited, but I love it. I'm just excited for it. I cannot wait for it. But with that being said, thank y'all for y'all continued support. It is a wrap for this video. Thank y'all for y'all continued support to the podcast. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. Again, if you haven't, subscribe to the channel, Sportswear with Dre Day Podcast. It don't cost you a dime. Just hit that subscribe button. It's free 99. Hit that notification bell so that way once a video is released, you will get a notification. Y'all hit me up in them comments and tell me, who do y'all think got snubbed the most? Or just who do you think got snubbed? And if you want to tell me who would you switch them for, talk to your boy, man. I like to interact with, the comments. I know a lot of people don't respond to comments. I do. I like the exchange here and there. So hit me up. Tell me what you think. But again, thank y'all for y'all continued support. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. In closing, y'all know how this goes. This has been another video of Sportswear with Dre Day Podcast. Catch y'all on the flip side. God bless. Peace and love. Your boy is out of here.